Nigerians, President Tinubu must not see this video abeg. Make una not share this video go where President Tinubu dey or any APC supporter, because this man you guys are seeing in this video don expose a lot. Wetin I no go lie, me President Tinubu hear for inside this video. They say Peter Obi and Kwankwaso don become the renewed hope for Nigerians. Make una just listen to this video gently, and make una know say una share this video, because this man expose a lot for inside this particular video about the happenings in this country and the updates wey dey trend about Peter Obi and OK movement. And make una share the video.
Learn about later is City Fathers and
Yes.
that movement that you forged. I really want to hear about that. Then you also said that Peter Obi and Kwankwaso are the renewed hopes. You have collided two very different terminologies into one. Renewed hope is what we recognize Tinubu's APC campaign as, and then you're bringing in Peter Obi and Kwankwaso and laying it heavy on the renewed hope. I mean, it's a strong word. So let's deep dive into the theatrics now concerning the court, Federal High Court, and Peter Lifu, the Justice Peter Lifu, trying to deregister 5 political parties, a move that has now been blocked by the appellate court, the Court of Appeal, with the justice even slamming the trial court judge for going ahead to try to do that, despite counter order, so to speak. What's your take on the treatment of opposition parties in Nigeria, especially the way people say anywhere Peter Obi goes, they try to stop him from gaining that first seat?
Anyway, it's normal. When you see a mango that produces good mangoes, ripe ones, the children, people will be stoning that mango tree. But if you see a mango that have nothing, no fruit, just the beautiful leaves, no, nobody stone them. There's something in him. There's something in Peter Obi. Tinubu had the capacity to make Nigeria good, but he failed. Now Peter Obi, very disciplined. When I was leader of Radio Nigerian Workers Union Southeast, the then commissioner in Peter Obi's government, Maja Ume, my friend, we all grew up in Kaduna. He introduced me to Peter Obi, and I went with our union people. What we learned that day, there's no pretext in his life. There is no chameleon nature in his life. He's straight, disciplined from the root. That was the day he showed us buses that he's giving to all the schools. And we investigated as radio journalists. All the schools in number got it. And then his birthday was about to happen that year. He now asked some of his friends, if you want to do me a favor, buy me a computer. Our state schools need computer. Don't buy me wristwatch, don't buy me anything. Buy computers. Before you know what was happening, computer everywhere, and he distributed those computers to schools in Anambra State. A very simple man. We need somebody that is very simple, somebody that is accessible. So they will fight him at all costs. He will win, they will change it, but we will resist it.
Right.
It's no longer going to be quiet.
The trending issue in Nigeria now, and has been trending since last night, is the viral interview between the NDC presidential candidate Peter Obi and Arise TV's Rufai Oseni, where Peter Obi was clearly keeping his cards close to his chest, refusing to release or divulge details of how he will solve some of the issues that he was confronted with in those questions, right? Issues concerning how he will generate 10,000 megawatts of power, issues concerning how he will solve insecurity, issues concerning, a lot of the developmental initiatives he probably has, because Rufai was saying that you continue to criticize, but you do not provide a pathway on how you intend to fix the problem. He was also confronted with beliefs that he has been a coward for decamping from one party to another, a move that he has defended. Let's take a look at that video really quick and see and hear for ourselves how that snippet went between Rufai and indeed Obi. Take a listen.
I would like to take you on some of the very key issues. These are some of the criticisms against you. They say your criticisms of President Tinubu is quite very shallow. And I'll tell you why. Number one, You hardly prefer solutions to what you will have done as regards pertinent national situation. For instance, while you were giving one of your speeches recently, you said you add 4,000 extra megawatts, you're targeting 10,000 megawatts. Can you give us a breakdown by breakdown account of how you are even going to achieve that 10,000 megawatts of electricity?
Fine. What people do here is to, because P2B does not have sophistication of media and everything, to make what I say look like, oh, nobody has said it. Somebody said, if I don't give you power, don't vote for me. Did he tell you how he's going to give you power? So why must my own be in the marketplace?
Yeah, but you are saying you are different. Can you tell us?
I'm different because where I promised it as governor, I delivered it. And I've said, and I repeat, that in 4 years, we will generate, transmit, and distribute at least 10,000 megawatts of electricity.
How are you going to do
No, I'm not going to tell you how. It is not for you to know how. It is for you to look at the man who is saying this. Go and check political promises all over the world. It's for you to look at who is saying this. Rufai is saying it. Can we trust Rufai? Somebody just said, if I don't give you, don't vote for me. He didn't even add 1 megawatt. Instead, he went down. And he's telling you again.
But power production increased.
No.
I mean, we produce more than what we're producing in 2023.
Listen, forget about Rufai. Nigeria today, since 2015, no new power plant had been commissioned. Not one. By this government. That's when I mean government investing in it. No new one. And in the next coming years, it will not happen because it takes at least 3 years to do one. So that promise was fake. If you compare it to countries like Indonesia, between 2015 and 2025, Indonesia added 70,000 megawatts of electricity. India, within the same period, added 170.
And of course, that's Nivon TV Black Box Exchange with Rufai Oseni interviewing the NDC presidential candidate Peter Obi. And he seemed to constantly be calming the journalists down. As he kept having, Rufai, as he was firing, was being calmed down. I don't know what that meant, but yeah, I noticed that. So essentially, I want to know your thoughts on his methodology, not divulging all the information, keeping his cards close to his chest.
Anything Peter Obi tells you he will do, he will do that. See, and that's the problem I have with people that have governed the Enugu state from 1999 to date. They are not sincere. Peter Obi, when he took over the mantle of leadership in Anambra State, Chris Ngige tried to offset some of the burden, huge burden. Obi cleared all the arrears of gratuity, made sure pension are paid as at when due. If he can do that, then what is megawatt? In today's modern technology, he knows people to bring into the country to do that.
There are mixed reactions that have trailed this interview. Some commentators believe that some Nigerians may be dead before he decides to show the way, to show how he's going to work on it. That he should divulge the information so that the president can implement.
No,
that's what some
which president?
Say.
Even if you tell Tinubu what to do, he will not do that. His men will not even allow him to see or hear it.
Why do you say that with so much conviction?
Because we started Alliance for Democracy with Tinubu. We have been together. I was the man that Prophet Femi Oloye gave the vision in 2004 that Tinubu would be president, and for a specific purpose. All the efforts made by my humble self to meet him and tell him the message and what he should do to save this country failed. And his men are aware, because I organized a press conference at the press center, which was carried on his television. All these things, he was aware he don't want to do anything good for the country. He changed. It's not the Tinubu that we used to know that is in government. So it's not, P2B is not like Tinubu. Tinubu said, if I don't do this, don't vote for me. Why are people like this Kenneth Okonkwo and the others? Why can't they look into what Tinubu have said and work on that? There's another commissioner, I think, information in Anambra that is also talking about P2B. Is P2B the center? Is he in government? So why calling him? So he will not. My agenda for Enugu State when I contested in 2023, I refused to disclose all because the evil people in this country are bent on destroying the nation. So if they hear him say anything, they will not even implement it. They will work harder to make sure that P2B will not even come close to that seat. So let him keep it to himself. He knows what to do. And he's a very honest and sincere man. I can tell you.
So, Comrade,
yes.
These are very, very important issues that you've raised up right now. And we're weighing the credibility of the different candidates. We all heard that interview. And then your points concerning Mr. P2B are very, very strong at the moment. But I have some concerns.
Yes.
I would like you to allay those concerns. First of all, at least I noticed that there is a difference between politics and Nigerian politics. I mean, somebody has said that before, and I guess I agree with the person because the dynamics of Nigerian politics are such that they are not for the faint-hearted. Now, P2B has shown his resilience, he has shown his credibility, he has shown his competence. And like I always say, competence fuels confidence. When you see competence, eventually you have confidence in the person who can deliver and has delivered at a lower scale. Now we're talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now we're talking about resistance of magnificent proportions because resistance is bound to be there. Now, there's an argument to be made concerning P2B's reluctance to divulge exactly what he would do concerning generating the 10,000 megawatts. Is it safe to say that maybe, apart from the point you raised about maybe the government refusing to implement those strategies, is it safe to make this argument that it could be that somebody could decide to hijack the principles that he brings out, like the step-by-step objectives on achieving the 10,000 megawatts, and then somehow they just give you, maybe they go and implement them and then take credit for that? I don't know, because that's part of the Nigerian politics I'm talking about. Plagiarism, taking something, a concept that is not yours originally, and then running with it and claiming ownership of that concept.
Mm-hmm.
That could be part of the argument, but I don't know what your take is regarding that.
Anyway, it's normal if you send a proposal now to renovate a building or to carry out a water project to the government. The government, if they mean well, they will do it by themselves and forget about you that brought the proposal. If they don't mean well, they'll just discard it. So let him keep it to himself. I know by next year, by the grace of God, Nigeria will be better off than today, because those that destroy Nigeria must leave by fire, by force. Those that destroy this country. I don't know who will be president next year, but I know two people will not rule Nigeria next year. I know Tinubu will not govern Nigeria again after this tenure. I know Atiku Abubakar will not rule Nigeria. So whoever that will govern Nigeria next year is only God that knows. That is my own take. But for now, politically, among those contesting, P2B. Look, I just came back from Katsina. If you hear the opinion of the Talakawas, the masses, the peasants, they are yearning for P2B and Rabbi Musa Kwankwaso. That is a simple truth. And the government in power, they are aware. And that's why all this stone, arrow. So you should be praying for him and Musa Kwankwaso, because the arrow are the attack from home. Look at this man, Kenneth Okonkwo. I will still come to him. The way he's speaking evil against P2B has made me to go to my archives. And I saw something in my archives, which I will tell you today. Yes. About this Kenneth Okonkwo.
What did you see in your archives when you checked?
Yes. Kenneth Okonkwo cannot be trusted. God loves P2B. If P2B had been declared winner in 2023, he would have made Kenneth Okonkwo to be even in charge of his domestic affairs. And he would have finished P2B. At times, God will deprive you of something for you to live long. Because if he allow you to get that in at that material time, enemies will plenty that you don't know, foes that pretend to be friends. People like Daniel Bwala. These are people that will be thought they are with him. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo, I want to advise him. Anyway, before then, he was very close to my late relation, Francis Agu. They both acted in Living in Bondage. Francis Agu, my relation, my cousin and brother, acted in Chi Million. My brother suddenly developed ill, died under a mysterious circumstance. Up to now, we cannot explain. And Kenneth Okonkwo was his closest friend and associate.
Apologies about that.
No, they were very close. So we don't know what happened, Sha. We are not accusing anybody. Here again, I want Kenneth Okonkwo to go and ask the mother, his mother, who is Chief Samuel Onitiri. Chief Samuel Onitiri, he should go and ask the mother to tell him who is Chief Samuel Onitiri. Look at Kenneth Okonkwo's lips. Does that look like an Enugu man or a patriotic Igbo man? Let me tell you, if the mother is, maybe there's no network for him to contact the mother, or the mother is in abroad, I will mention about 5 people that knows Chief Samuel Onitiri. Some are late, some are still living.
Right. To track back.
I will mention those names so that he will expand and find out about Chief Samuel Onitiri.
These are your views, and we have to establish that. But I'm concerned about the lips. You say, look at his lips. The lips do not look like that of an Enugu man. Could you put into perspective how the lips of an Enugu man?
Anyway, look at my own lips. I'm an Enugu man.
You need to provide more clarity than that.
See, I'm an Enugu man. Look at me. Look at other Enugu people. Check your town people. You are Igbo. Look at his own. It's very thick. And it's like a purging lips who cannot hold his mouth, says anything, talk anyhow. The problem we are having in South is that some of our politicians believe that when they are fighting against our brother, they'll be getting something from those that hate Nigeria.
Before we digress, you said, I want you to, are you speaking figuratively, trying to infer that he talks too much? Or are you saying that his lips, biologically speaking, tribally speaking, do not imitate that of an Enugu man?
Excuse me, I keep this one to myself. If P2B cannot divulge how he will implement and bring this so-called to the light issue, then let me keep this one. I'm giving an assignment to somebody and you want me to leak the expo. Let me tell you those that he should meet to tell him who is
listen to me.
Chief Samuel Onitiri.
Listen to me. Now you're making some serious allegations.
It's not allegation.
Listen to me, please. You're making allegations.
Does he have a thick lip?
Comrade, let me make this point. You are making serious allegations. And you know, it started off as a simple biological detail we had to look at, and now you're calling names and this. I want to believe that you have evidence to back up any claims that you are making.
Thank you for watching that video. So guys, before you leave, look at the down here. Do well to subscribe and also put on notification bell so that whenever we upload any video in this great platform, you will be the first to see it. And please don't forget to drop your comment at the comment section what you think about this video, your opinion as well. See guys, this is where I'm going to end the video, and I will see you guys some other